Ladies, gentlemen. Shh. Okay, we are working on rational equations with solving. So we've done expressions. This has an equal sign in it, which means I should get x equals something at the end. Okay? I should get what the value is. So the first thing I'm going to look at is everything on the left side of this equal sign. So do the bottoms of these two fractions match?
Yes.
So I can just add them together, right?
Yes.
So I get 15 plus 7x equals x minus 6, which equals negative 6 over x minus 6. Okay? So I have unknowns on either side. So one of the first things I can do is I can solve by getting all the x's on one side of my equal sign. Or I could cross multiply, but that's going to be a lot of work. Okay? So I'm going to multiply each side by x minus 6. What does that do for me, guys? If I have x minus 6 on the top of each of these,
Negative 6x plus negative 6.
do you guys see that both of these, all of these cancel out?
Yes.
So I should have 15 plus 7x equals negative 6. Since I multiplied that x minus 6 on the tops of both of them, it canceled out the x minus 6 on the bottom of both of them. Now I can subtract 15 from both sides. And I get 7x equals 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, negative 21. I divide both sides by 7. And I get x equals negative 3. Okay? So, let's go over the steps that we did. First, we saw that the x minus 6 was the same for when we're adding, so we combine like terms. Okay, combined these two into one fraction. Then I saw that I had an x minus 6 on the bottom, and I needed to get rid of it. All right, let's try the next one. Okay. First, we're noticing that it is subtraction on this side and the bottoms are the same, right? So then I'm going to have 11x minus 14 over 4x plus 9 equals 41 over 4x plus 9. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 4x plus 9. I'm doing this in a different color just so you guys can see the step that I'm taking, so it doesn't all blend together. 4x plus 9. These cancel out, and I'm left with 11x minus 14 equals 41. I'm going to add 14 to both sides. And I'm going to get 11x equals 55. Can I help? Is somebody confused in the back?
No, we're perfectly got it. We just talked about it.
Okay. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 11, and I get x equals 5. Okay. So when all the bottoms match, we end up canceling them out.
Is this how the quiz
And then just solve. We have done 2 problems, so the quiz definitely is not going to be like just 2 problems. We got some more to go, and today is Monday, guys. We got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're going to learn new stuff. Thursday we'll review. Friday will be the quiz. Okay. That's how we've done it all year so far. That's how we've done it all year so far, though. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's new stuff. Thursday's review. Friday's the quiz. I know that makes some of you guys panic, but really, that's really what we've done all week, all year. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at number 3. You ready? Okay. What do I have to times these other ones by to get it? I've got the bottom for this one is 7x. The bottom for this one is 7, and the bottom for this one is x. What are they? We need all of them to have what on the bottom? 7x, right? We need them to have both. So this one I'm going to multiply both the top and bottom by x. And this one I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 7. And then I'm going to rewrite them. And I get 3x over 7x plus 1x over 7x equals 28 over 7x. Okay?
Oh,
Now when I add them together, 3x and 1x is 4x. Over 7x equals 28x. 28 over 7x. I know I can multiply both sides by 7x, but I know it's the same thing as just kind of canceling these out, right? So I get 4x equals 28, so x is going to equal 7. How are we feeling about this? Okay, let's do 3 more. Shh. Okay, so for number 4, let's look what we've got to do. We've got 3x, we've got 6, and we've got 2x. So what do you think we want all of the bottoms to be? So we've got to make sure we multiply an x by this one. Okay, so that bottom becomes 6x. So what do we need to multiply 3 by? 2. What are we going to have to multiply 2x by? 3. So it changes to 4x over 6x minus 5x over 6x equals 15 over 6x. All right. 4 minus 5 is just 3x. Oops, excuse me, 1x. And 15 stays the same. All of these are the same, so even if I multiplied them by it, they cancel each other out. And then I'm going to divide by a -1, and what is x going to equal? -15. Okay, we've got 2 more on here to do.
after this, we did our homework?
Yes. Okay, so let's look at the bottoms to figure this out. This one is 7 times x minus 3. This is 7, and this is x minus 3. So what are they all going to have to be? 7 times x minus 3, right? So I'm going to multiply the bottom here by x minus 3 and the top for this middle one. I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom of this one by 7. So I have 1 over 7 times x minus 3 plus, and I'm going to distribute as I go just to make it easier, 4x minus 12 over 7 times x minus 3 equals 3 times 7 is 21 over 7x minus 3. Right? And then I know all of these are going to cancel out because I'm going to multiply them by them and I'm going to get them. So I get 1 plus 4x minus 12 equals 21. So 1 and -12 is, I'm going to scoot this up, is -11 equals 21. And then I'm going to add 11 to each side. And so 4x equals 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. Divide both sides, and x is going to equal what, guys? How many times does 4 go into 32? 8. 8 times. All right, why don't we try one on our own? Why don't you guys try this one on your own? No, don't just yell out an answer. Go through and do the work.
You strike these? No, 4 minus 5. Same one.
I haven't done it yet. We'll see. All right, guys, let's go over this answer then. Shh. If we're this chatty, I'm assuming we're done. So let's try it. I need you to be quiet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shh. Silence, please. Okay. So we know that we need 5 times x plus 6 for each of them. So I'm going to times this middle one by 5. Stop talking while I'm talking. I'm going to times this first one by x plus 6 for each one. And I'm going to get 2x plus 12, because I'm distributing as I'm going, over 5 times x plus 6, minus 35 over 5 times x plus 6, equals 9 over 5 times x plus 6. Okay? I know all these 5x plus 6's can be canceled out, and I'm left with 2x plus 12 minus 35 equals 9. Okay. Yes. From 35? Yep. And what do you get? I have to do it by I have to go 35 minus 10 is 25, and then 25 minus 2 is 23. Yep. Equals 9. Add 23. And so I get 2x, 23 plus 9. I get 32. And then we divide that by 2 and we get x equals 16. So yes, Jalen was right because he wrote that on my paper. Yes, he had the right answer. Okay. He wanted to know if he had the right answer, so he wanted to prove that he got it first. Okay. All right. So now we can get our homework.